Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we wonder aloud what to do with a $5,000 bottle of bourbon. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Kathy Cool, Ryan Thompson, and Darren MacLeod.
Hey, gang, what's up?
What's going on, guys?
We're going to have some fun today. We're going to be talking about $5,000 bottles of bourbon. Unfortunately, that's not out of the realm. There's plenty of bottles that sell on the secondary for $5,000 or more, and we'll talk about after the break what we would do if we bought one of those. Now, I think the answer is going to be we'd never buy one of those. Well, we got to throw that out. We got to be like, for some reason or another, we bought this bottle, and we'll talk about what we would do with that after the break. For right now, though, we're going to talk to Kathy because she said there's something she wanted to talk about. So she wasn't scheduled to be on tonight. She popped in because she knew we were recording and said, I got to talk about something with you guys. So, Kathy, go ahead. What is it?
It's that important. It really is.
That important. All right.
So you're at a bar, right?
Sure.
Sitting at a bar. Let's say there's a group, maybe they're having like a birthday or bachelor party or something.
Okay.
And they're like, let's do shots.
Okay.
And you get yourself in there, so you get a shot.
Of course.
Is there any shot that you won't take for free?
If you're committed and you're going, beggars can't be choosers. You got to join the party and step up.
Okay. What if they did? What? Okay, so let's play this out a little bit. Now, Ryan would be the most likely to try to work his way into a group of ladies on a bachelor party. So they're having fun. They're loud. Ryan just happens to be there with me and this crew here. We're talking about let's have a meeting at the bar of what upcoming Bourbon Daily topics. Ryan hears this, kind of saunters his way over there and assumes he gets them. What if they then said, okay, bourbon or whiskey for all of us, but for that guy who's joining us, we'll pour him a shot of Malort. Are you still doing it?
For a shot of Malort.
Okay, he's doing it then. Yeah.
Especially Malort. Come on.
Especially. Huh.
I was going to say, I haven't tried Malort yet, so I'd be down too.
You'd be down too. Yeah. Well, there you go.
If you're wiggling your way into somebody else's party, then you got to be down for whatever they're throwing your way. That's my thought.
What if they did one of those rattlesnake bites like I saw Miss Beka Sue do on Instagram Live one time?
If I did it, then Ryan has to do it.
She didn't look that happy doing it. I got to be honest.
It was just there's a rattlesnake in it, so.
Yeah, literally there's rattlesnake meat.
I took a shot with a fucking scorpion in it that one time. So,
yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah, the worst thing about the scorpion was not the shot. It was you assume that since it's been sitting in liquor, like maybe it's like softened up a little bit.
Right.
It doesn't, and so it just is like slowly make its way down your throat. And then the scariest part, I was like, what if my digestion is not that great and it can't actually break up a scorpion, and then all of a sudden I can't poop.
You have scorpion butt.
It's lodged in my sphincter, and so that's what I was worried about. Was that?
I just wish it would have came out whole. There he is.
I didn't see it.
There's that little guy. Yeah, there he is.
It was a little bit scary.
I don't know. Can you digest a whole scorpion? I guess that's something to consider when doing a scorpion shot. I'm with you.
Yeah, it's like I even asked, is it soft? Oh yeah, no, it's fine. People do it all the time. Really, you just have fucking scorpions like hanging out. No,
How
but
big was the scorpion?
it was probably like that. It was like it had its little like his little stinger was off, but it was a full scorpion.
Right.
Like body was probably like that, and then swallow it down. Not fun. But to answer Kathy's question, no, there's no shot that I will not do if it is purchased for me. And there's also not many shots I won't do if I purchase it for myself. Even that oyster shot, Steve. I mean, I puked it back up in my cup and I still drank it.
Here's a fun one. Can I hold the mic here for about 2 minutes? I got a good story.
I think you're going to either way, so go ahead.
So it's a Vail Veterans Program. We do an event with them in March, and it's a bunch of amputees, wounded vets from around the country, and they come here to relearn outdoor sports activities and whatnot, and given whatever kind of physical challenges they had sustained in the war. And one of these gals came, and she was a single leg amputee above the knee, and we're chatting. We have everybody sign one of our barrel heads while we're there. She's like, well, I'll sign that if you take a shot out of my leg. And I was like, you're damn right I'm going to do that. Absolutely.
You did. I
didn't hesitate. I'm like, when's the next time I'm going to have a chance to take a shot out of some girl's leg?
I was texted
and if someone dares you, you're going to do it.
Yeah, I was all about it.
I forgot about that. I forgot you did that because I was texted about that by like 6 o'clock in the morning by someone who doesn't normally wake up at 6 in the morning and said, have you seen this? I'm like, what? And then, yeah.
I was proud of that moment. It's great. It's a bonding moment. We're friends now, and all's good. So it's great.
I'm proud of you for that, Ryan.
Isn't it?
Yeah,
I fully support it.
Sweaty?
Well, it was her prosthetic leg, right? And she was like, "This is probably the cleanest thing in this room right now." Anyway,
no, it's not. Not at all.
I mean, there's covers on it. It's not sweaty. It's like
on her leg.
It's way better than the boot shot or the boot chugs.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes.
Boot chugs are gross because that's a dirty sock in there.
Yeah, it's a bit shocking when you say you had a shot out of somebody's leg, but then you
it's cool
get
though.
into it and explain it, and so
I support it.
I disagree.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay, Steve, would you rather take the leg shot or and I'm talking about a work boot, like a cowboy boot beer chug? Which one are you going to do? You have to do one. Yeah, say leg or the boot chug.
Neither. I'm not. What
you have to. You have to. They're going to kill your wife if you don't do one of them.
Again,
which one is it?
Yeah, that's all. I mean,
good knowing you.
I mean, I'll miss her. I mean, we've had good times, but it's been a 40-year run. It's time. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? It's sad. Life sucks.
All right. That answers that, I guess.
Okay, so Steve, what shots will you not take?
Well, I think anything involving there's probably quite a distinguished list. I would assume I don't think there'd be a whole lot I would. Jaeger bomb? Yep. I would do that. Yeah. If it was like having fun with someone's party and they's like, hey, you want to do one? I would do one. Yes.
Rumpelmints.
No, I mean, some of that stuff I wouldn't do. Like all the anything that has ball in the name, I wouldn't do any of those. Fireball, cookie, dough ball, all that shit. No. Screwball, nah.
Screwball.
Dough ball.
I'm a highbrow. And they'll be like, you old man. I'll be like, yeah, there you go, guilty. I mean, I get out of a lot of shit just because I'm old. They'll be like, that fucking old guy. He's weird.
He's old. He won't take those shots.
Right, yeah.
So, Darren, what are you not going to take a shot of?
Oh, he'd do anything.
Nothing. I don't think, as long as it has alcohol in it, I'm in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If we get to the level where we're doing like someone's blood and no alcohol, maybe I draw a line there.
But okay, here's the question: have they been drinking when they drew the blood?
What is their
blood alcohol content? There's still alcohol.
What about the what's that flower? The buzz flower, right?
The buzz.
You guys with me on this? The buzz. No. It's like pop rocks in your mouth, and there's a liqueur now. It's from Brazil, but now there's a local someone in America that's making it as well. I just had a shot of that. It's like pop rocks in your mouth. It's really interesting.
Sounds like some Colorado hippie shit.
Yeah,
maybe there's that.
Yeah.
I would probably try that one. I think I want to know more. Is this
The first time I had it was at Moonshine University in Louisville, so keep that in mind.
Oh, yeah, that's been
But
a
I
while.
just had it last week as well in Denver. So
it's like 10 years ago you did that. And
it
then
was
last
10 years
week,
ago.
Yeah.
Well, it was a revisit. It was like five years ago when I.
Oh, yes. It was like, you need a brush up. Brian, yeah, probably saw your shenanigans online and doing shots out of legs, and they're like, we need to get this guy back in here. Yeah.
There's a chance. There's a chance.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, Kathy, you asked the question. What are you drinking?
I didn't know about these scorpion things. That's concerning.
It's tequila and a scorpion.
Yeah, probably.
What about that soju? Like Jim loves to talk about the one that we got in the shop. It's got a cobra
snake.
with a scorpion in its mouth. Yeah.
Do I have to consume the cobra?
No, but you're gonna taste it. Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah,
And it's gonna taste. Have you ever, been like at the zoo and they're like,
I
here,
finished the crickets.
and hold the snake, and then you smell your hand, and that's what it smells like. He says like that. You learn what that tastes like.
What kind of zoo are you going to? You hold the snake and then you smell your hand?
Well, yeah, but your hand just smells.
The bathroom.
Your hand just smells. Yeah.
What are you doing at the zoo, Steve?
Well, we got a good zoo here, unlike yours. So it's all behind bars and shit. I mean, yeah, we have with the enrichment programs.
Walk right through the snakes, and you can pick them up and hold them. And
I've been to alligator shows, where they wrestle alligators, and then they always got to bring out like a python or some shit,
Yeah.
And they're like, "Oh, put this on your shoulders," and I used to do that stuff just for my daughter when she was little. I would volunteer for that stuff because I thought she'll remember this stuff when her, like I'm talking about where I'd get out of shit with the young girls' bachelorette party. I was reversed that when I had a young kid because I thought these are memories that she'll remember when her dumb dad got up and held the python at the show. And
you're being a good dad.
They pull your shirt up on you and shit like that, just to fuck with you.
Right.
It's embarrassing. But I'm like, I don't know any of these people, and the kid will remember it. So yeah, I did that.
does she?
Oh yeah, she remembers all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, being a goof.
It'd be funny if she didn't.
Yeah, she was like, oh no,
She's like, I don't remember any of that, Dad.
What do you mean? You were pretty normal.
That was traumatic. I had to forget all that stuff. It was you're being a dork. So yeah.
So, Kathy, just the scorpion shot is the only one that you're.
I'm a little nervous, but I guess I'd try it.
Right.
Try anything. I haven't had
It might be
Malort,
your new favorite.
so it could be my new favorite.
So would you go for the Malort?
I haven't tried it yet, so
What
I
if
think
you
I would.
okay, you haven't tried it. I get it. What if they pour it for you and it kind of flips your stomach a little bit? You're just like, I'm so far into this, I'm just going to throw it back and do it, or are you going to be like, you know what,
Steve, if you're doing a shot, you're committed 100%, right?
This might be me, but I'm
Sometimes.
asking Kathy. Yeah, Kathy, are you then backing out?
No, I think I have to throw it back all in one.
Mm-hmm.
There's none of this have a little dibby dabby and
Yeah.
taste it and see what I
Steve,
think.
Game over when you do that.
Just gotta
Steve,
go.
I think that you should carry Malort in the shop.
Oh, sure.
I bet it would
Never
sell.
it.
It probably
I
would.
bet it would sell.
It probably would. More for like punishment stuff and like
Yeah.
that. Like you lose your fantasy football league, you have to do a shot. of
Gotta go
Malort.
get some Malort.
That kind of thing.
I think it would sell.
I think it would too. We might carry it.
Do that for Beka Sue's next pick.
All right, Beka Sue. Yeah, that one we had from you went wild. Darren, do you remember that? It was long before you went to work there, but we had that. What was it, like prickly pear liqueur?
It was spiced pear liqueur from St.
Yes,
George.
that thing was fantastic.
Yeah, that was her.
I'll
That
load
was
it on my
all her
shelf.
pick. Yeah. So yeah, we
Malort's my next pick.
We will be carrying that again. Start at the start of the holiday. So yeah, with the Miss Beka Sue recommended. So and we good.
Tag of approval.
We sold a bunch of that stuff. Yeah. We got some new stuff like that. We just had a rum tasting, and it was good. It went well, and the guys got some interesting stuff. So we're going to carry a gooey butter cake rum and just stuff like that for a little while. Yeah, it was good. Good stuff.
Summer's fun for rum.
It is. It is. I agree. All right. On that note, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with the great Ryan Thompson. Let's see what he's got here. Hat on
Pressure's
backwards.
on the worst cork
yeah.
popper in the world.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I recently paid a visit to my friends down in Colorado Springs and went to a little 291 and got a all rye that I'm excited to open this evening. So
All right. Wow.
Yeah.
Congrats
how
on
about
that. We got the high rye recently, the
Yeah.
HR bottle. So yeah, I'm hoping an HR representative will come in and want to buy it. They'll be like, "This is cool," because instead of all rye, it just says HR on there. I would assume someone that's into HR would be like, "I got to have this." Yeah.
This
we
is
got 2 bottles. That's all they would give us.
132.6 proof, if you will. So let's see.
Yeah.
It's interesting cork on there, right?
Oh yeah.
Hope it's the first pop.
We
That's
heard
pretty
it.
good for me.
Yeah,
That was good.
We heard it. We heard
It
it.
was
Sounded like
cute.
Beka Sue, you keep it quiet over there.
it sounded like a drop of water falling out of the bathroom sink, but we heard it. We heard it.
It literally was a drop of water.
It's audible.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. I'm
did.
not lying.
Something.
Yeah, we heard something. So for him, that's good. He's got
Thank
the
you.
lead. He's registered something. So there you go. Kathy Cool is up next.
I am going to open my bottle of Stumpies that I got last weekend. This is the 112.5. Which one is this?
B.
Okay. So that's the 4 grain?
No, that's the 2 grain. Red corn.
Jimmy Red.
Oh, buddy.
Wow.
That was all time.
Wow.
Whoa.
That was
Wow.
I think she beat Ryan there. I think.
I think she did too.
That's a
I'm with you.
corn pop,
Steve,
and
I'm
then
going to.
Kathy just comes in
I'm
and
gonna go with you on
stomps that one out.
Right.
seriously.
I would respond, but I've gone deaf. I can't hear what you're saying.
All right.
You even teased us with a little squeak leading into it, a couple
Oh, yeah.
squeaks, and then
You thought you knew what was going on. You had no idea what was about to happen. Yeah.
that was impressive. That was
All right,
impressive.
Miss Beka Sue.
I'm definitely not going to go with a fresher bottle. I'm going to go with, I've got some RC6 here. from
Beka
Maker's
Sue,
Mark.
real quick, you might as well just go with the screw top because you're not beating Kathy.
I'm not trying to win at this point. I'm just going to
Okay.
open something up to drink. So this
Okay.
one, I wouldn't say it's well loved, but it's, about half gone. So I'm not expecting much out of this, except for it hasn't been opened in 3 years. So yeah.
Okay.
Not bad.
It was
Not
basically
like
that. It wasn't
Kathy's.
terrible. Nothing compared to
No,
Kathy.
no one's going to be like Kathy.
I'll go next. I've got Old Forester here, and I pulled this out of my vintage collection. Look at this. This is a 750 milliliter bottle. Weird. Old Forester.
That's a really cool bottle.
It's back when they did the single barrels like that. And here's the other thing. It is a screw top.
Nice.
It's- Strategy,
Old Forester
Steve,
did
strategy.
screw tops back
Strategy.
in the day on their
Nice.
barrel picks.
That was well picked. But
yeah.
Steve, do you have a separate collection for vintage bottles?
No, I just gets integrated
Just
in.
saying.
I just saw it. I've been working on these shelves here in the office here, so I've been kind of going through some stuff that I haven't actually seen in a while. So I was like,
Had to pull some empties together for the kids.
yeah, for the kids,
Yep.
kids, yes. All right. Last but not least is Darren.
I have some Starlight bourbon whiskey.
Whoa, that was explosive.
Wow.
You see where he threw the cork there because it was so
Wow.
good. It was so good. He just threw
Yeah.
like a guy who just hit a home run and flipped the bat right there.
Darren, did you go? You can go ahead and go now if you want.
We heard nothing.
I
We
was gonna say,
literally
Ryan was
heard
trying to
nothing.
take my title of loudest cork pops ever. That's me, Ryan. I am the king of quiet.
There's a couple of you out there.
Well, at least we know that we could probably just speed up these cork pops and just do the 3 of us and leave the other 2 out next time.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah, well, there you go. Cheers, gang.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, we're going to take a quick break. And then when we come back, we're going to be talking about what we would do with a $5,000 bottle of bourbon. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely Family Distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
This is Kathy Cool, and I can't wait to pet your goat. And you're listening to the ABV Network.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. Today we're talking about a $5,000 bottle of bourbon.
Yes, we are. So the premise here has to be that you've paid for it. So it's something that maybe you've wanted for a while. We can come up with scenarios for all of you, like, Beka, here's this, very vintage bottle of Old Crow or something. I don't, just something for some reason, or here's a bottle of Pappy that is very rare and, it's $10,000 bottle, but we'll sell it to you for $5,000. You buy it. You know who the person is, and you know all the story. You're comfortable. You buy it. You know it's real, etc., etc. We can't be just like we gave it to you, because I think, sure, if someone gives it to you, the cool thing to do is have your friends over and drink it. They're like, hey, I want you to enjoy this. You absolutely accept that gift, and then you share the love by sharing it with friends. A very special bottle. But when you spend $5,000 of your own money, that's a very different conversation. What are you doing with a $5,000 bottle? Because it's, this isn't pie in the sky. This isn't just crazy made up stuff. There's people that are spending $5,000 on a bottle all the time. What would we do if we purchased a bottle for $5,000? And again, we have to go along with that and say that we've actually done that.
Hold it and flip it.
Hold it and flip. A hold and flip strategy. This would you would buy if there's a potential to make some money with it. I think.
Yep.
I think that's got to be the right answer. I'm not cracking a bottle that's $5,000.
I'm doubling down. I'm buying two bottles, $5,000 each. So I'm $10,000 in.
Okay.
I'm cracking one and enjoying it with my friends on a special occasion, and I'm keeping the other one to flip.
Shouldn't you try the other way?
Lifestyle there.
Shouldn't you try the other way to flip it first and then share if you celebrate if you're successful?
Sure. Either way, I'm cracking one. Either way.
I feel like you have to hold it for a while so it gains more value.
It gains more value.
Right? I mean, you think you can flip it for more than $5,000 the day?
Well, hopefully you flip it for $10,000 and then you're, house money.
What about that? Okay, here's an easy one. So the Pappy 25, and again, a relative calls up and says, "Hey, somebody passed away. We are selling their stuff, and you get first crack at it." Those things sell for $25,000, and they're like, "I don't want to sell it to. If you want to sell it to a stranger, I'm not going to give it to you. But if you buy it yourself, I would sell it to you." Now they're far enough away. You can do whatever you want. Once you spend your own money, you can flip it, whatever. Yeah. But those sell for like $25,000. I think you buy that. You'd spend the $5,000 and again, right?
Flip it that day.
Yeah. Then they stop over at the house.
Here's my take on it. So if I was going to be spending $5,000 on a bottle, for one, I would probably never do that. And so if I did, the reason that I bought it was because it was something like you said, Steve, like some vintage, like Old Crow that I was super excited about. It would be something that it has some sort of sentimental value to me. And so I would be purchasing it for myself and not for a flipper's market, because
Right.
I'm not personally going to go and try and flip bottles. I don't care enough to try and go and like sell bottles to someone. So if I was buying a bottle for $5,000, it would be to open up at some point. I'd probably open it up when I bought it, honestly. It would not be a daily drinker, obviously. It would be something
a
that I
special
would,
treat.
yeah, it'd be something that I'd crack open and like share. Like, we're not getting full pours, obviously, of that, but it's something that I would crack open and like share with friends on like special occasions. And like, it would just be cool, just because it'd be a cool thing to have for whatever sentimental reason it is that I have this bottle. So that's what I like. That's my take on the question. Is that's the only reason I'd buy it. I probably wouldn't even, I mean, Royce would buy something for $5,000 to flip it later on, but I personally would not. So that's the only reason I would do it, was because it's something that I really, really wanted. So it's obviously something I really, really want to taste as well.
All right.
I think I would have to agree, because I couldn't see myself spending $5,000 just to hopefully turn it for a profit, and it hasn't peaked. And so I think I would be willing, if I bought something for $5,000, I think I would go ahead and open it and drink it. But it would have to be something that meant something to me.
Right.
Like, that I would care about.
What would be, so all of us have online banking these days, and we can check our account balance. What would your account balance have to be where you'd be comfortable buying $5,000 bottles for things like parties that you're going to? So you hear that, Kathy Cool says, you know what? I think I'm gonna retire. I just want to have a small group of friends over to celebrate this. How much? I think if I had 10 million in my bank, I would be comfortable being like dropping 5K and be like, oh, this is a big day for Kathy. I'm going to buy a $5,000 bottle and bring it to the party. How much would have to be in your respective banks where you're then comfortable, where you're in a $5,000 bottle buying mode, where you then share them? If I had 10 million bucks in the bank, which that'll never happen. I'm not trying to say that I'm on the verge of making that happen. But if that would have to, I think, be the number. I think anything less than that, I'd be like, 5,000 is too much. I've had so many cars through the years that I've spent less than 5K on. To spend that much on a bottle would be ridiculous. But once you get 10 million bucks in the bank, in my mind, you're going to die with money, plenty of money left over. Might as well have some fun and create some special memories for others. So that's my number. What's your
Kathy,
number?
God love you, but I'm not showing up to your party with a $5,000 bottle, no matter how much.
No matter what.
I'm sorry.
You hit the lottery, you're worth 1.2 billion. You're not even.
I'm not buying a $5,000 bottle for Kathy's party.
You're worth $1.2 billion.
It's Kathy's party.
Jesus. Okay. What if it was?
So don't invite Ryan.
Yeah, don't.
Yeah, fuck Ryan.
First of all, that's clear.
Old cheap ass over here. Don't invite him.
Oh
He's
yeah.
not gonna bring shit to your fucking party, Kathy. So don't invite him.
Maybe a $100 bottle. Sure.
$100 bottle. I'm comfortable if Kathy was having a big event right now, spending $100 bottle on Kathy as it stands today with my bank account in the negatives, whatever it is.
Maybe that's why it's in the negative, Steve. And we need to have a conversation out there.
Ryan, I just threw out he's worth 1.2 billion. He's willing to buy Kathy a $100 bottle. Oh, wow, boy. That's a great friend, I'll tell you.
I don't even think that equates to a cent for a billionaire. I don't even think that like buying wise, I don't even think that equates to a single cent.
As he's
to a normal person,
right? As he's buying it, he's earned more interest to buy 1,000 of those $100 bottles or something crazy,
Yeah,
he should be throwing the party.
All right, exactly.
probably.
Maybe I will.
We already know you won't.
$100.
Right?
$100. Huh?
I think if I had $1 million, I would buy a $5,000 bottle for Kathy's birthday party.
Really, $1 million bucks.
Cool mill.
A cool mill.
Kathy, now they're all just trying to make me look bad. Don't believe me.
We're not. We don't have to make you look bad. You did it to yourself.
This is
You
true.
put
We're
that
not
in your
doing
mouth all by
shit
yourself.
here, Ryan.
This is true.
You're doing it to yourself. We're just
fair.
talking.
Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough.
Becca?
Let's see. How much to 5,000? I'm probably around the same price as Darren, like $1 million, $2 million. I'd be like, yeah, I'll
let's
buy
say
it for
1.5.
$5,000.
You got 1.5. in the
It better
bank.
be a big party. It better be like an actual like party for something very large. I mean, not just like, hey guys, I got a new dog. Come to my party. I'm
Kathy's like, I got a new dog. Yeah.
I'm bringing her a goddamn bottle, a $5,000 bottle for that fucking dog. Now it better be like something that's a very large.
And get this. Oh, so say it was that. Say it was that. Kathy's got a new dog, so you go there. Here's the problem. Here's the catch with Kathy. She buys old, decrepit dogs that no one else wants. She's like a good, kind-hearted person. But you get there and you're like, oh, she's got this new dog. I want to. Oh, that's cool. And you get there and it's like a 13-year-old dog that's deaf or something. Are you like, are you fucking kidding me? I just spent $5,000 on this.
If Kathy got inducted into the Kentucky Bourbon Hall of Fame, and I was a millionaire or $2 millionaire.
Oh yeah.
That would be an occasion at which I would spend that on a bottle.
Yeah, don't do the dog
Celebrate
thing.
with Kathy.
You'll end up being disappointed. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, fair enough.
Kathy, what occasion would you throw that you would expect people to show up $5,000 bottles to your party? What occasion would that be?
I get inducted into the Kentucky Bourbon Hall.
Yeah, exactly. Like I think that's a pretty fair thing, right? Like you're like, I'm expecting pretty cool fucking bottles at my party here.
Yeah.
That Ryan won't fucking throw for me because he's in Colorado anyway. So
It'd be worth
whatever.
having the party and invite Ryan just to have him embarrass himself showing up with a $100 bottle. Yeah. That would be
Hey
so
guys,
awesome.
I brought my peanut butter whiskey with.
Yeah. Everyone
It'll
else
be
has
the
all this
best
great
$100
stuff.
bottle you've ever seen.
Look, I brought tequila with scorpions in it, so we can all take shots.
Yeah.
And Malort.
Yeah.
That's
And
right.
Lord.
That's
Okay.
right. We'll have a darn good time doing it.
Yeah. Kathy, you seem like a kind, a generous person. Well, what has to be in your bank account where you're buying $5,000 bottles to bring to
I'm
someone
leaning
special?
towards 3 million.
3 million. You get 3 million in there, you're like, you know what?
Maybe less. I mean, I'm older than Beka. I'm gonna.
You don't have much time left.
Right. My money.
Might as well spend the money you got.
Right.
What precious time you
Because
have.
some people are
enjoy.
going to be living longer than I am around here. So,
Sure.
It can be a lower number, but I still want to, be able to have $5,000 bottles whenever I want. So I'm going to go with 3 million.
Okay. All right. Well, hopefully this was an insightful show for folks. Hopefully we helped out.
Oh, it's insightful about Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We exposed Ryan.
Ryan's a billionaire and he won't fucking spend a cent.
Yeah.
Like he would even talk to us anymore if he was a billionaire.
Oh, I know.
That was actually
yeah.
the catch. You wouldn't even come to the party.
I'm Ryan Thompson. I'm a billionaire. I don't think I can
Excuse
talk
me?
to you people anymore.
Excuse me. Why are you
Understand? I live in Vale.
That's how it
He's doing Thurston Howell the Third.
Thompson.
Oh, too funny.
Talk to you little peons anymore. Just get out of my face.
Yeah.
So over you.
On that
I'm gonna
note,
hang out
wrap
with
this one up.
Beyonce and Rihanna.
yeah.
Wrap it up, Steve. Wrap it up.
We'll wrap it up. Darren, where can people find you?
See you on Instagram at The Bourbon Adventures.
All right, Kathy.
I'm on Instagram as well at KKCastStrength. That is where you can contact me to send me $5,000 bottles of whiskey.
Right, Ryan.
Across all socials at 10th MTN Whiskey, and our website's 10thwhiskey.com. That's 10th, whiskey with an E.
Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me trying to swindle Ryan out of his $1 billion. You can at Instagram and Twitter at Miss Beka Sue 1K no C's.
For me, I'm an easy get to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website, that thing's abvnetwork.com. Check it out. Everything that we do is out there. We put those previous shows or blogs, so much more, abvnetwork.com. Come by and see us, the ABV Barrel Shop. We'd love to show you what we have going on, have you taste some of the whiskey. We're open 7 days a week, so check us out online, abvbarrelshop.com. Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
I'd just like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. Finance will have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, y'all.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with the national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.